So, I want to try to explain why J.K. Rowling seems more likable than any given, pro-trans YouTuber out there who's, whining about her. You see, J.K. Rowling was a poor chick and she accomplished something, and she's now a rich chick, and she spends millions of dollars on charity, tens of millions of dollars on charity, by making people happy. And as a billionaire, she's being responsible. Some level of responsible. And you could, complain about her books being a little transphobic or whatever, but they're, about class stuff, right? And instead of hearing J.K. Rowling's, ideas about the world and, how she feels about them, you approach her like someone whining at a Republican in a mid-2000s debate. Mid-2000s debates were not debates. Debates are not debates. Debates are soundbite theater, right? You need to actually put in the work to educate someone, and you need to be positive while putting in the work. You can't just be, oh, Harry Potter is now transphobic. He's the worst thing ever. Everything is bad. Everything is super bad. Everything is super brainy bad. We used to be teenagers. I remember being annoyed at, conservatives and shit back in the day. And yeah, I still think that the conservative political party in America is full of dog shit. That's everyday basic reality. We all know this shit. In 2016, we got a giant epic reminder that the Democratic Party is also full of turd blossoms. We saw Hillary Clinton act, and her posse, her entire, nationwide class, basically, acting like fucking retards. Acting the exact same way that Republicans act, but instead of acting that way against Republicans, they acted that way against the most progressive candidate in America. The Phantom Chair incident fucking broke any excitement anyone in the world could have possibly had for progressive politics. What's the Phantom Chair incident? It's that time when some bitch was holding a voice vote to randomly change the rules in a local election, and some guy wanted to toss a chair at her because everyone knew that their side won, and she just voice vote, didn't even she just pretended like she was holding a voice vote, but like just changed the rules. The guy wanted to toss a chair, and the entire crowd around him calmed him down, and they all hugged it out. But the Democratic Party didn't report that. The bitch is acted like a victim. The bitch was the fucking supervillain there. Like, voter bullshit happened. 2016. Then, despite all the things, only mentioning the most basic bullshit ever, for 5 years straight, people were like, Orange man bad, Orange man bad, Orange man bad, Orange man bad, Orange man bad. They didn't go into specifics. They rarely went into specifics. I mean, the first time I've seen anyone ever really go into specifics about Donald Trump was on this channel called Ruminations. Like, seriously, there's just barely any substance whatsoever. Like, how do you spend 5 years going on and 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 on about Orange Man bad, but barely saying like an hour's worth of giving us an hour's worth of information? We like, yeah, Orange Man bad, but he's not actually that bad. And like, Grandpa Horny Fingers, like, is also bad. And look, there's some asshole from New York, like, responsible for thousands of deaths of old people and, like, cutting, like, in the middle of COVID, like, cutting funding for hospitals while he knows that doing that, like, also cuts federal funding. So it's like a domino effect of funding cutting. Like, while everyone is like angry at conservatives for being lazy fucking assholes, and at the same time is snapping at people for like having like childish ideas about medicine. Even though celebrity has been supremely democratized on a global scale. Like, it's so... And why were the Oscars... The Oscars where the entire industry acts like it's super very nice and politically this and that and whatever, but the same people who were being like judged in 2016 for wasting money on Hillary were now displacing poor people in the middle of a fucking a global pandemic so that they can have a party that nobody watches. Right? Right? It's annoying. It's disingenuous fucking bullshit, and you know it. We all fucking know it. And the fact that you are complaining about someone having a different opinion than you and acting like their opinion is automatically going to lead to more and more transphobia is just fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. You know, that's not how fucking human brains work. If she were to use her money to fund ads, that would make sense. But like, fucking what the fuck are you doing? Like, you gotta like put in the fucking work and be nice to people to convince them of what the fuck the thing is that you're saying. Not, oh, you have a misconception about transgender people being a danger to women in prisons, which is an understandable I'm sorry, but it is an understandable misconception because there are dozens of fucking crazy people who could probably exploit the system to kill someone. And that's a fact. I mean, statistically, trans people, as far as I know, are like a super minority in prisons, and they're not a danger to women in prisons. But like, come the fuck on, right? Come the fuck on. Like, someone not putting in 50 hours of work, like, on every fucking subject under the sun and having a misconception about something doesn't mean they are a monster. It means they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? And when someone doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, you gotta be nice to them and explain things in a nice fucking way. And if that person that you are talking to makes a living off of making hour-long videos about political subjects that delve into decades of politics, that's when it's okay to be kind of annoyed at them for being a lazy fucking asshole who doesn't do any fucking work. Right? Right? Like, you're a fucking... If you're a fucking professional streamer and your professional thing is like talking about subjects for hours on end, you're the one who needs to be doing the work, not some random ass chick who's a billionaire, who used to be poor, who is a nice person, who is talking about classist bullshit all the time. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?